So I told you that we'll be doing those few corrections with regards what we. All right. Today is day 11. By God's grace, we were almost completing the Excel aspect of the training. I haven't touched some basic foundational, you know, commands in Excel. So we're already in pivot table, and then we're really hitting hard to create a pivot chart, and then the dashboard, and then automation as the case may be. Okay, so I told you that we'll be doing these are our data sheets that we use for the whole pivot chart, and these are the pivot tables we created from the data sheet. These are different insights that we saw. And, if you want me to go afresh, should I go afresh from the data sheet?
No. I understand it to this point.
Hope you understand that we needed to do the costing and the unit price.
So yeah.
Right. Okay. So permit me. Let's do the chart afresh. How do you want it? I want us to go through the chart. Should we continue from here?
Okay. So I think as for me, I am okay with the chart. I know how to come about the chart. But the only one I did not understand was the slicer, and the slicer. And then yesterday you said you were going to find out how to reduce the numbers. That's on the.
Okay, that is good. So maybe I'll just delete slicers completely, so we can start slicers afresh.
Yes. I can create a chart
as well as timeline. Can find the slicers and all right. So all right. So as you can see, the charts, all of them are okay. We're even the one that told me, the designs I gave you on each of the charts. We have some of. If you could check, some of the numbers has been reduced. Let me increase this so that you can see. Let's start with the reduction of the numbers. Some of the numbers have reduced. They were much, right? But now they are in their millions, as you can see. But this one is not in its million. As you can see, this one is not in its million, right? Remember how to give colors. How to give colors
Yes, I remember.
You can do that yourself.
I know it.
Right? Very good.
I can do it, yes.
Very good. So let me just add colors to this. And then let's have that there. So how can we reduce a column, say numbers? It is actually a number format. It's just the same way we went, but the coding is what we ought to change. And nevertheless, have in mind, if you click on these numbers, you can increase their font.
Yeah.
Yes, you know how to increase their font. You can give them colors.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
yeah, sure.
Okay, so, but the formatting, we need to reformat the coding, the format of these numbers, how they need to appear. So we just right click on any of them and then click on format data levels. It will open these data levels, navigation bar, side pane. So we just come straight to numbers. Now, although I've added this, but we can now activate. How did I did this? Under numbers, you click on custom, right?
Custom. Okay.
Yes, custom. Click on custom. and then you edit the custom itself under format code. So they have different code for different numbers, different code for different numbers. So format code is 0, you put a $sign in front of it, you now do 0.0, you put 2 comma, and then you put the millions at the end, so that you know that it's millions we are referring to. These numbers are in millions, so you put your millions there. And then when you say add, it happens automatically. So everybody will now be displaying in their millions. As you can see, they are displaying in their millions. Can you do that on your screen? Let me type the code here so that you can see. I want to type out the code. The code under that format, what you enter there is the $sign in front, $sign in front, give a space, and then you put 0.0, you could give 2 comma, give a space, open parenthesis, and close parenthesis on M. If you can see,
okay.
Let me increase it so that you can see. So this is what is typed. This is what is typed. So this is the coding. Now the coding here can work for any formation you want. You can easily change this M to K, to trillion, to billion, as the case may be. But what you need is that the front number, have in mind the number in front is 300.
Yeah.
The number in front is 300. So this first 0 is for the number in front. The second 0 is what follows it, right? That's why when I put 0.0, and then since it is already millions, each comma represents those millions, right? So if you now write, let me say 7,500,660,000. So these 2 comma now represent the millions that is involved, right? The 2 comma that makes up the million. That's why we have the 2 comma here. Why this M is just for you to tell anybody reading that it is in millions. Or you can change it if it is in thousands. You can write K here. You can remove the M and put K, so that anybody reading the value will know that, oh, it is in thousands, right?
Okay.
Maybe. So, but
okay, K is for 1,000, M is for million.
K is for 1,000, M is for million, B is for billion, as the case may be. Right? Okay. So with that, this coding is entered under custom, and that when you are done entering it under custom, you now click on add. So it will automatically store in as one of your, number formatting, right? So that in case.
Okay, so let me ask.
Yes. Yes.
The $sign, the comma sign, and the quote sign. Can I do that from my keyboard, or there is a special?
It's just mere typing straight. You are typing it into your format code. Have you seen your format code? You are typing exactly what is here into your format code. Can you see your format code? Yes. And then when you are done typing, you click on add. Under the number panel, you click on add. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Okay, so under the format code, I'm seeing general there, so I can clear it.
Don't even stress yourself. Under the format code, once you see general, come down to custom. Don't even clear it. Scroll down, you see custom.
Yes, I've clicked on custom. I have custom there.
Very simple. And then once custom is activated, you come down to format code, and then you type the code in, then you click on add, everything will activate accordingly. So when
It
that is
again.
activated, has that been done?
Please take it again. I didn't get you clearly.
Oh,
Network is breaking. I didn't get you clearly.
select your data level. Select your data level. Have you
Yes,
done
yes.
on
I've
the
done
data?
that. I've done that.
You have done that. Come down to numbers. Click numbers to open.
Yes.
Have you done that? On the category, scroll
Yes.
down to custom. Have you done that?
Custom. Yes, yes.
On the format code tab, type in, clear anything that is there, clear everything that you find there, and type in $sign, you give a space, 0.0, comma, you give a space, and then you type open and close quotation, and you put M inside, capital M. It's as simple as that. You type this code in that format code and click on add. It's not difficult. Have we done that? Has it worked? Can you hear me? Fatima, can you hear me? Fatima, are you sure you can hear me?
Hello, I'm back again.
Have you done it?
I just logged in back. I don't know.
Do the practical. Let's see.
Okay, so right now I've clicked on under category, that's under number category. I've clicked on custom, then down to format code. I've cleared what is there, and then I've added the $sign 0.0, the two comma sign, and
Then
M in quote, right?
click on add. If you are done typing all those stuff, click on add.
Okay.
Have
There
you
is
add?
no, it didn't affect any change. Yes, I
Was
clicked on add.
was your data level selected?
Yes, yes.
There should be a change.
Oh,
So start afresh. Come back again. Select your data levels.
okay.
Do it so that I know that you are
That's the figures. The
the
figures, right?
figures. Yes, just the figures. And
Then
the
right click.
right click,
Hmm?
format. Yes, it's either you do the processes, because once you select it, the data levels will appear at your right hand already. This panel will appear at
Okay,
your
I
right
have
hand.
to. Once I select,
Yes, as you select your right hand panel, can you see my mouse? Are you seeing my mouse?
I can see it. I can see it, but
Does
here
this
is
panel
not so.
appear on your screen? Does this right format
Not,
level, format
not.
level, does it appear?
That's what I'm saying. It's not automatically. I have to right click.
Before it appears?
I have to right click and go to data label, format data label before it appears.
Mine appears automatically.
So I am there.
All right, so effect the changes that you have done, the code, and click on add. Hope you type exactly what was written down. Have you done that? Has it happened?
Hold on. $sign 0.0. Double comma.
Has it occurred? Speak to me, Fatima. Has it happened?
No.
Okay, just leave it. Forget about it. When we see physical
In
class,
fact, the datas have disappeared. Instead of changing, it disappeared.
just leave it. When we see physically, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Don't worry. All right. On our physical class, we'll do it together so that we'll not waste much time. Uh, something that shouldn't take much time. Okay. So the normal plain sheet can now come to play and all that. So these are the insights we could derive from that data as regards chart. But then let's use that same data to launch into Power BI. So come to your data set itself. Come to your data set. Are you following me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, come to your data set. And then let's see. I showed you some few calculated um, columns, right? So I want us to use this data and go to Power BI, and then we'll do the same calculation over there. But first, let's see how to delete, or perhaps we can still delete over there, but let's delete it from here. It's easier from here. We'll delete some of those columns, and then we do the same calculations at Power Query. Sorry, I said Power BI. Power Query, right?
So okay, so please, so I can follow you. Can you share this particular set with me? Because you were just working on it. I was not doing the same thing on my own data set yesterday. I
All
don't
right.
know if you remember.
Okay, let me use your data set. On your data set, you will have quantity, unit price, discount, right?
Yes.
You have discount, and then sales
I have contacts. I have
sales
cost.
per unit was also there. So the things we calculated later was sales per unit. We calculated costs per unit. Then we calculated total costs. And then we knew the total number, comparing it with the selling. And then we check the profit and total profit. So I want to delete all what was calculated so that we'll calculate it together at a Power Query. Don't know if you understand what I'm
Is
trying
that
to
right?
say.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we only have quantity, unit price, and discount, right?
Yeah.
And then let me start putting the name of the columns. The first one should be cost per per unit. The second one is uh, total costs. Total cost. And then the next one we are looking at is selling price. We're looking at selling price. and then we still look at selling price per
Sorry,
unit.
can I ask?
Yes.
Okay, your screen is not.
It's not large enough.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me see if.
It's not large enough.
Okay, I just want to see. I just want what is the last column there? Discount.
From where? From beginning.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Yes,
This
I'm seeing
quantity.
this. No, the last term from the beginning, the last column. I think that's discount, right?
No, I deleted everything. The last column is year, YEAR. So I want to start putting
Sorry,
them.
the one in between, the one before the empty cells.
Yes, it's discount. Yes, it's discount. Yes, discount.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is this.
So that you could delete
Here,
your own
after
there.
discount, I have sales, I have cost, I have profit. That is what I'm asking, and then
All right.
month.
Just delete all of them and use the same one that I'm using now. Delete those columns and use and type in this new column header so that we'll calculate together at Power Query. While we're doing the calculation at Power Query together. Do you understand what I'm doing now?
Yes.
All right. So after total sales, we now have profit per profit per unit. And then we'll have total profit. Total profit. All right. Are you there with me?
Yes, per unit. Yes, per unit. Total cost. Total cost. Selling price per unit. Per unit.
Fatima, you true?
Sorry, I'm coming.
Cost per
I'm
unit,
just
total cost. Selling price per unit, total sales. Profit per unit, total profit. Just the six of them. After discount, cost per unit, total cost. Selling price per
selling price
total
per
sales.
unit.
Profit per unit, total profit.
Total sale.
Okay. Are you done typing?
Sorry, please just hold on.
No. Where are you now?
That's a profit per unit. Okay. I'm just trying to catch glimpse of the letters. Profit. Okay.
Profit per unit. The next one is total profit.
Total profit per unit. Total profit. I think that's all right. Yes, that's all. Okay.
All right. Okay. So very easy. First of all, let's make sure that our Power Pivot is activated. Fatima, are you with me now?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, click on File menu. File menu, Options. Have you done that? Add-ins. Come down to Manage. Click on the drop down and choose Com Add-ins. Choose Com Add-in.
So, hello?
Yes.
Please, can you take it again?
File menu, Options.
Options.
You have done that.
Did you say options?
Options, yes, options.
On my file menu.
You can't find options. Look at
I'm
my
not seeing
screen.
options on my
Look at my screen. Is there no options?
Yes.
You have no, can't you see options?
I'm not seeing options here.
You don't have options on your file menu.
What I have here is I don't have options here.
Tell me what you have. Read it out. Let me hear.
I have info, new, open, save as Adobe PDF, export to WPS, export to image, split and merge, print, share as Adobe PDF link, export and publish.
You don't have account. You don't have options. Okay.
Okay.
Come to your ribbon.
I've been able to scroll down. I've scrolled down.
Oh God. Have you seen
I've
options?
seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, Father will give you praise.
Hey,
Will give you glory.
Jesus.
All right. Click on options.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Click on add-ins. Come down to manage. Come down to manage. Then click on the drop down in front of manage and choose Com Add-ins. Com C-O-M. Com Add-ins. Click on it.
I've done that.
Click on go.
Okay.
Activate Microsoft Power View and Microsoft Office Power Pivot for Excel.
Okay. So should I deactivate Kingsoft?
Activate
Should
what?
I deactivate the others? Should I deactivate the others? There are
What,
other options that are activated there.
what are the others?
One is PDF Maker.
The other one is
The
what?
other one Kingsoft MS.
Just,
Kingsoft MS.
just leave
MS
it.
Plus.
Click on OK. Just leave them for now. Click on OK.
Okay.
Have you clicked on OK?
Yes, I've done that.
Now, on your menu bar, you find what is called Power Pivot. Can you find Power Pivot on your menu bar?
Power Pivot.
Power pivot on your menu bar. Menu bar. Can you find it?
Yes. I've seen it.
All right. So click on it. No, don't click on it first. Let's go to, although we can still do what we want to do there, but let's leave it. Come to data ribbon, data tab. Click on data.
You said what?
Data menu.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes.
Click on new query. There's new query there. Can you find it?
Yes.
In front of new query, there's from table.
There's what?
Can you see from
Yes,
table?
from table. From table, yes.
Beautiful. Click on it.
Oh.
Have you clicked on it?
Yes.
There should be a dialog box that is asking you some few questions.
Yes. Where is the data for your table?
Beautiful. So that means you're on Power Query Editor right now. Are you there with me?
I am on I'm having the table here. Is it not the same table you're having? Yes.
You're having the same table. Beautiful.
He said, where is the data for your table?
Is it asking you questions or it has opened your table for you?
He just gave me there's.
What did he give you?
Should I click? It's showing me $ M, and I don't know, M and $4.
How?
It's not showing me a table. It took me to these options where you have where is the data for your table. So should I click OK?
No, select the name of your table. You have a table there, right? There should be a name of the table.
Okay.
Have you seen it? Have you selected it?
Yes.
And then click OK. Has it brought you to your Power Query Editor? Has it brought you here?
Yes. Query editor.
You are on, right?
Yeah, query editor.
Beautiful. Now, this is called Power Query Editor. It helps to do some more intensive editing or corrections to all data sets. When I say all data sets, you can bring multiple data sets into this and it will activate those corrections automatically. Now, if you look at, we have our normal ribbons up here. We have query settings at the far right. Can you see query settings? Is it opened?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You find out that the name of your table is there already. What is the name of your table there? Your own name is what? Huh?
Table 1. Table 1.
Double click down. Double click on that table 1 and correct it to sales data set. Click on that table 1, clean it off, and type sales data set there with no space. Sales data set should start with capital D. Sales, capital S, small letter ALES. Then data set will start with capital D. There's no space. Don't give any space.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, have you done that?
Yes.
All right. Now we have below it, we have applied steps. Applied steps.
Yes.
Can you find it? Yes. Applied steps here, first of all, is the source. There's a source there, and the next thing we have is a change type. Now the editor immediately look at your data within those few seconds haven't gotten it from the source, and also look at the makeup of the data and then suggested a type to each of the column. Now, what do we mean by type? If you come up to the header of each of the columns, the first one you will find ABC123 under transaction ID. Can you see something like that?
Where on this present view?
Huh?
Where is it on the data set?
Yes, on the data set. Transaction ID. Can you get there?
I'm trying to minimize.
What do you want to minimize?
The query editor now.
Why are you minimizing? We're on the query editor. We're not going outside.
Yeah, you're asking me if I'm seeing
the header of each of your columns. Are you not hearing me?
I am hearing you.
The first header is what? Can you even see your data set? Can you look at my screen? Is my screen like your screen?
Oh, it's my see. This thing is, I don't know, that is booting. That is booting. The cursor is just rolling. Okay. I need to scroll to my data set. I don't know. The cursor is still rolling. I cannot use it.
Okay. No wahala. Okay. So let's continue. If you can watch my screen.
How do I even continue? I can't even continue. I cannot use the cursor.
Yes, look at my screen. Leave the cursor. This is Power Query. If your system is not strong enough, you'll not be able to carry it. So if you can see my screen, I'll really appreciate that. If you can see my screen, let me see if I can put that a bit bigger so you can see my screen if possible. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
All right. So if you can look at our first column here, is always our transaction ID. We have date, we have region, we have city, we have salesperson, we have category, product, quantity, unit price, discount, cost per unit, total cost, etc., etc. So we have all those columns that we just populate from our data set into Power Query, right? So those are the columns we have. Now, the query has looked at each of the columns and then gave a default uh, data type, a default data type to each of the columns. Now, transaction ID has, you can see the column, the icon that is there, it is ABC, beneath it is 123. In case there is any data type that contains alphabet and numbers, which is very correct for transaction ID.
Please, can you magnify your screen?
Can I do what?
Can you magnify your screen?
To zoom through, right?
Yes.
I've tried to do that.
It's too tiny. I can't see. I'm not even seeing the data.
Okay. I can increase it more than that. Let me see if there's any. Okay, I can increase it more than that.
Okay. All right, let's continue.
Yes. So All right. So the first column is our transaction ID. That it has given it the data type already, right? So at this point, it's okay by that. But look at date. Date is also carry ABC123, which is not the right data type for date. So what we'll do, we'll just come here and choose date for our data type. And once you just click it, it will immediately adjust it to date. So we have our date that's been adjusted. Region is just text. So you can just click on text and then that will happen. City is the same thing, text. There's no numbers there. And then salesperson is still text. Just write up. There is no number. Category is also text. Just click on it and choose your text. And then product. Okay, product, some do have numbers, so we can keep it at ABC123. And then quantity is numbers, so it is not text, and it's not a mixture of text and number. So just whole number there, just keep it there. All right, so unit price. Unit price, you can keep it at they don't have decimal point, so you can keep it as other currency because it's price itself, so you can keep it in currency. Discount has a decimal number, so you can keep that on a decimal data type. Okay, so cost per unit is also currency, is cost, so we just keep it on currency. Total cost, keep it on currency, etc. In fact, there is something I want us to do now. I want us, all those column we created that are null, I want to delete them and we create them here in what do you call it, in Power Query. Want to create them here. So from unit cost down to total profit. Once you select them, how did I select? I click on unit cost, I press down shift key, and then come to total profit that I want to delete, the whole of that, and I click on it. The whole of the 6 columns are being highlighted. Right click on that and click on remove columns. And that is it. You now remove those columns for me. Right?
Okay. Does it replace them anyway?
You remove all of them. I want us to create a new column. So that's why I didn't have much time. I just removed those columns completely. We'll create the columns one by one here customly. So very simple. There is under add columns menu. There's a menu known as add columns. I just want to create those columns immediately. Add columns menu. There's what we call custom columns. We just click on that. Custom columns. Now on clicking on that, the first thing we want to create, the first column I want to create here is, let's start with selling price. Let's start with selling price. So where you have the word custom, you delete it and put the selling price. And then under the custom column formula, you just bring in your formula for the calculation of selling price. Very simple. The formula for selling price is unit price minus discount amount. Now, if you notice, there is no discount amount here. So let's calculate for discount amount first. Discount amount. Let's calculate discount amount. So let me start with discount amount. I'll just change this selling price to discount amount. AMT is amount. So discount amount, formula for discount amount is unit price. If you scroll down, you'll find unit price. So unit price, tap. If you click on it, it will take you, it will include it on the formula bar there. I mean the formula space there. Unit price times, you know how to put your asterisk, shift plus 8 will put the asterisk there. Unit price times discount. Tap, and then you press OK. Immediately, the new column has taken its place. He has done the calculation for everybody at the spot, and then it has taken its place at the last. Hope you are following me.
Yes.
Are you following me? Yes, follow.
Yes. See, can I make a suggestion, ba?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever we are having an evening class like this, right? So
Yes.
whether we are catching it, whether we are catching up with it or not, you
Yes.
just continue. So what I suggest is that at the end of the class, whatever you have
Yes.
taught us that day, you recorded it, right? You usually record them.
Yes, I'll forward it
So
to you.
you give us, let us practice it in the daytime so that when we meet
Yes.
again at night we can start, because if we
That's what I
continue
did
like
last.
this, man.
That's what I did now last.
And that was what you did last, it was it last week, and the thing helped a lot, I must tell you the truth.
Yes, this one will also do the same. I'm doing the same on this. There is no challenge.
Please, let's do it so that I can just be following you. I don't have to bother,
Yes.
so that on my own I can now sit down and be using this to do my work.
Why I wanted you to follow is because if the network is okay, you can as well see the challenge, and then you see the solution at the spot, right? So
No,
that
just
was the reason I wanted you to follow. But nevertheless, this is what we have been doing, and we continue doing that, and it will give us the actual result we're looking for. So we have done for discount amount. So now we can now do the selling price. And based on our explanation, we understood that selling price is the market price. Very simple. You come to add columns again, custom columns. You click on the dialog box, the new custom name will now be our selling price. We type in selling price. And what is the formula for selling price? Selling price will be the unit price minus the discount amount. Unit price, you just come down to the available columns that is there, tap on your unit price to include it on the formula display there, minus discount amount. You put your minus, and then you double click on the discount amount, tap. Once you double click it, to insert it there, and then you click on OK. Instantaneously, your selling price column will appear at the end of the column, the columns, and then you can now click on it and move it to where you want to keep it. I want to keep it after selling discount amount, so just place it there, and it works for me instantaneously. All right, so this is my selling price. Okay, so after doing this selling price, have in mind this selling price is just for one item. So I want to have my total sales so that we could capture the quantity that is already here, right? So the same thing, add columns, custom columns. The next thing is total sales. Total sales is, we'll now pick selling price, that is for per unit, selling price, tap to include it, times the quantity, tap. Once you do double clicking on the quantity, will put it straight there, and you click on OK. Total sales has entered. Drag it and clip it side by side with selling price. Right? So we have done that. We have dragged it and kept it side by side with selling price. Okay, so the next preview we want to see is costs, cost per unit. Now, under cost per unit from the manufacturer, they gave 70%. They told the buyer to buy, instead of buying 100%, they gave him 30% off. So that means he's paying 70% of the for the goods, right? Yes, he's paying 70%. So let's open our custom column. So we now say costs. We can do cost per unit, or we can do total cost, as the case may be. But let's look at total cost first. And then we can now look at cost per unit. So total costs, let me just put it there. Total, anytime you hear the word total, that means we are bringing the quantity into the formula. Anytime you hear the word total, we are bringing in the quantity into the formula. Now, total cost here is unit price times quantity, and then the manufacturer's percentage he gave to the person purchasing the goods. Unit price times quantity, because it's a total calculation. Then times the manufacturer's percentage deduction, which is 0.7. Okay. This is 70%. This is 70%. But if you change it to the decimal point, it will be 0.7. So that means that the purchaser went to the company, instead of buying the goods at 100%, that is actual amount, he bought, the manufacturer reduced it by 30%. He only pays 70% of the amount. Now, with that, you just click on OK, and total cost has been activated. Drag it, click and drag, and keep it after total sales. Very simple. Okay, so the next one is if you want to look at total sales and total profit. Total sales, let's do those two. Total sales, we have done total sales already. Now let's look at total sales. Yes, let's look at total profit. So total profit, to get total profit, we need to look at profit per unit. We need to look at profit per unit. Profit per unit, then we'll have to sum everything up, and then we now have our total profit. So let's start with profit per unit. What happens there? We just come to our custom. Very simple. Custom, profit per unit, profit per unit. The formula for profit per unit is selling price minus costs. Okay, we did not even find costs. Cost per unit. Let's find cost per unit first. Cost per unit first, because we want to find total cost. So let's find cost per unit. So cost per unit.
So that means cost per unit is supposed to come before total cost.
Yes, for cost per unit, but there's no challenge. Anytime you remember it, you can calculate as well. So cost per unit simply means, how do you get cost per unit? Is total costs that you have calculated divided by the quantity will give you the cost per unit. There's no big deal. Total costs, tap. We just click on tap, it will enter. tap divided by quantity, so that to give us cost per unit. Now click on OK, and it is there. So you can just drag it and keep it side by side by its total cost. There's no big deal about it. Okay, so custom again. Now we can now run for profit per unit. Profit per unit. Under profit per unit, the formula is just selling price minus cost price, because the selling price is higher than the cost price. All right, so selling price, scroll down, tap on selling price, you put your minus, and then tap on cost per unit. Tap cost per unit, and then it comes out very clear. You just drag it closer to it. Now these are the values for the profit that the marketer will make per unit sold, right? So now let's look at the total profit per device, per the quantity bought, the total profit the marketer will make regarding the quantity bought. So we can now say total profit. This is just little plus or minus. I just wanted to look at it on a very simple platform. So total profit will now be profit per unit times quantity. Very simple. It's just plus and minus. Profit per unit multiplied by the quantity that we have. And then you click on OK. Wow, our total profit is now activated. So these are the same way to do these calculations on Power Query Editor. You can do your calculation in Excel. You can bring it down to Power Query Editor and still run your calculations as the case may be, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the one you did yesterday was on Excel.
Yes, the one we did was on Excel.
Okay, but this one you can still be affected on using
On
the
Power
Power Query Editor. Okay.
Yes. So this is how it's been done on Power Query. And then when you are done with all this, as you can look at my left, if you look at my left hand, the applied steps, you find out everything I did were all recorded. And we'll see why these were recorded. It's because if you have another sheet, of which we will do that practical before we close today, you'll find out that these steps can be applied on a new sheet that is being sent into a folder. Instead of you coming back to do the same processes from beginning to the end, Power Query Editor will automatically apply all these steps on a new sheet. As the sheet is entering, is doing these applied steps for you without you coming back. Your own is just to come here and do refresh, and everything will just take its shape at once.
Okay.
Without you doing all these calculations up and down. Power Query will do the cleaning up for you automatically, right?
Okay.
We'll see that those files are forwarded to you. That is the files we'll be using, and then we'll get all those things done. If we cannot finish today, we'll finish by tomorrow. You may come on physical class, then we'll iron out all that, and then we'll hit straight into Power BI. Straight to Power BI. All right, so the next thing on your home, from here too, we can do some cleanups if you want to. Some cleanups. Have in mind the same cleanup I was doing on the numbers can also be done accordingly, right? So
Okay.
if you want to delete any rows or any columns, this can be done. You want to replace values, It can be done. As you can see my formula bar, everything is being, encoded, and these are called M code. These are called M code. Everything are being encoded. But nevertheless, we'll touch on these things one by one. Let's not just bug you with it now. Let's just close. Here, there's what we call close and load, and then we also have close and load too. But for now, let's load it into our table. Close and load, the first one means that you want to close it and load it to a worksheet, a spreadsheet, just like our table that we had earlier. You want to load it and put it there. But close and load too is that you want to keep it in a data model, all right, of which we'll see how this work. You want to keep it in a data model, like you want to keep it in a connection in back behind the scene. You want to keep it in a behind the scene mode, not on a spreadsheet. Yes, you can keep, and it is useful when you have a large data, because most times to deploy your large data into Excel, it will make your Excel to hang. So it's better to keep large data behind the scene. Is far more better than to launch all these. As you may have 3 million cells, and just launch it straight into Excel. Excel will be hanging, be struggling. But the same 3 million cells can be kept behind the scene, and you use it to do what you want to do. Anything you want, you ask it to bring it out instead of pouring everything on your sheet.
Okay, so this behind the scene, does it
Yeah,
also describe back end data?
no, back end is different.
Okay.
I need to use the word behind the scenes so that you understand what I mean. But it is stored into what is called columnar database. Columnar database. You'll see it very soon. You understand it. But let me still load this to our data sheet. So I'll just say close and load. Look at it. They say it failed to download. Let me see. Okay. Total cost of the table was not found. Okay, let me go back again. Now let me use, it's still showing the same thing. Total cost on the table was not found.
Total cost.
My total cost is here. But nevertheless, have you seen the reason why we need to use close and load to? I could have loaded to another sheet or another table. Or let me see what I can do now. Total cost is here. Total profit is here. Um, okay. Are you with me there?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. I can't close this again. All right. Thank God it has loaded. It has. Can you see it now? Yes. It's now on a a spreadsheet, our normal sheet now. So as you can see from here, we have 500 rows loaded, right? So everything is loaded back to our sheet, and then we can now start doing our pivot table, etc., etc. So let's look at small, let's do just a little pivot table if possible. A little pivot table. Data menu. Let me reduce this font size, it's too big. Data menu. Insert, sorry. Insert. Let's look at recommended data pivot tables. They have given us some recommended pivot tables that you can make use of. You don't need to really stress yourself. You can even go with all these recommended if you wish. We have as you can see, there is sum of profits per quarter. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm following you.
Okay, so there are sum of profits, per unit, and this a lot of recommended tables is here that you can just tap on each of them, and it will just insert themselves. Let me just pick that of water here, and then say, let me click on OK. Now it has immediately added it to my pivot table sheet 3, and then if I'm okay with it, that means it displayed quarter by transaction ID and the sum of profit, total profit, sum of discount, and sum of discount amount as regards to profit. If you are not okay with this, you can still drag them out or drag other things in. And assuming you are okay with this, you can now click on pivot chart and choose any of the charts you wish to make use of, and then you represent your information accordingly. Represent your information accordingly. So these are the things. Combo chart can really work on this very well. They can work on this as you wish. Those things, and then you click on OK, of which I know that you understand this very well. Okay, coming back to this. If you right click on it, format data labels. Where are you? Format axis, and then come down to our number, scroll down to it. Instead of general, select custom. The one we added is still there. Just click on add, and everything should just apply itself. As you can see, the number of shortened to 90 million, 80 million, 70 million, etc., etc. And then if you don't want this, just as we did, you hide the buttons, and then it will just shape themselves up as the case will be. So this is how pivot
But
Power Query.
but right now, when you formatted the data label, you only
Yes,
clicked on custom. You did not add those format code format code.
yes, because it has already been added. That ad you added the first time, it will still be there on your system forever.
Okay.
Yes, you don't need to type it again. Don't need to type it
So
again. So you can read.
what if your figure is in thousand? You will need to retype it now.
Yes, no, you need to type for thousands. The million is still there. You type again for thousands and still add it. It will save thousands on, save for million, save for billion. Yes, it will save them one by one.
Okay.
Anytime you need the thousands, you go and use it. Anytime you need the billions, you go and use it, and all that. Okay, so at this point, uh, I believe you have really understood this data set stuff, and then creating of dashboard, using Excel and all that. So let's see how to bring in. Let's see how to bring in those uh, those data I sent to you, and let's see how to work on them. Let me just save this and close it up.
Okay.
All right. How about your system? Is your system following up? Your system okay?
Yes, yes.
All right. Kindly open a blank sheet and type this information there. Just
That's
type
an Excel blank sheet, right?
yes, Excel blank sheet. Yes. Type this information. Product ID, supplier, cost, price. Then we come to sales ID.
You said okay, so product, okay, supplier, cost, price, quad, color.
Are you done typing?
So I'm trying to format it.
Are you done typing?
No, 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 no. Oh, what's happening? Job. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Job. Cost. 2.75. 13.52. 12.4. 7.7. 3.95 to 9.5 to 5.9 to 3 point. Yes, I'm done.
All right. Have you converted them to tables, different tables?
No, 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 no.
Convert this one to different table. Then give a table name as capital small letter D product. Let me write it for you so you can see. Small letter D, then capital products. All right. D products. And then give this one as um, D
Small
sales,
letter B, P,
D
capital B,
sales rep.
product. Please hold on.
Have you renamed them?
Let me do the one for
Hope you know where to
six.
rename it.
Zero.
Go to design. Table name is at the far left.
Yeah.
This name, I'm just writing it so that you know what to write at your table name at the far left on the ribbon of design. I'm writing it so that you can see what to write. That's why I did that. I shouldn't have written it. So you just write
I've
this name,
written it.
click on the table, click on design tab, come to table name at the far left, and type in this D product for products and then D cells
I've done
for.
it.
All right, that's good. So let's see if you can drive with me on this. I really want you to drive with me on this. Okay, so first of all, come to data. Just click outside. Click outside your tables. Click outside. Just click
But
anywhere.
your data table. This is data table, or this is data table, right? This one
What do
with
you mean?
drop sign. With drop sign.
This one with what?
Your table has a droplet in front of all the headers.
Yes, these are tables now. You have. I said you should click outside both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Click outside both of them. That's what I said. Keep
No,
your active.
what I'm asking is that mine is not that way. Shade does not affect the work.
The effect. Convert it to table. That's what I'm saying. Convert it to table.
Oh.
Control T. That's why I was showing you the table names that you need to put now. I was showing you these names. Convert, convert them.
I've already labeled it. Okay.
Where do you label it? Where?
At the far left now, far up.
Far left where?
Under font.
What was showing there? Is it table name?
Yes, table name. So I changed it to the name
Why
we
are you
have
not
now.
telling me that? Why are you not saying that your own is not table? Huh? You are the one that is confusing me now. If you gave a
Maybe the
name
what?
on that table,
Mm-hmm.
then you should have also have this drop down as a table. I've showed you these are tables. You should also have the drop down. Don't you have the drop down?
So does the name automatically convert it to a table?
Me, I'm not sure that you even gave the name. That is my fear because
I have
if
given
you,
it a name. You understand? The
if you give
first
the name,
table.
that means what you are saying is not correct. If you give it a name, that means what you type here has become a table automatically. There is no two ways about it. If it's not a table, I don't know where you put the name. Maybe you put it under name box. I didn't say you should give it under name box. Put it under table name. And you need to click on design. Oh,
Okay. It's now I get it now. I beg I dey learn. No, what? Leave me alone. So should I select both table to do that?
no. Select single table. One table. Don't
Okay.
select both tables. In fact, you don't even
Okay.
need to select. Keep your cursor in one of it and press Ctrl T. Ctrl T. Your table must have it.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. Then he said create a table, right?
Uh-huh. Your
So should I
table is
just
actually your table must have a headers, right?
yes.
That is how to create table now. We don't need to panel on this. Right? So you click on OK. On the design tab now, carry this name like this and paste it on the table name. This is the table name. I want you to type it on the table name space there.
Okay,
So
hold on, please.
I'm holding
That's
down now.
for both table, right?
It's not for both table. I gave you
No,
name
I
for
know. I said I'm doing that for both table.
then yes, please do that for both table. This is the name for the second table.
On the design, where is the design? Jesus.
Convert it to table first before you could see design. Convert
Yes,
those.
I've converted to table.
Have you seen your design? You click on design, your far left, you will see table name, and then you put the name of the table. Please, let's drive. Or maybe I should just continue while you follow up later. I wanted you to see what is happening. I should continue, you can follow me later, right?
Continue, please. Continue.
All right. So it's very easy. You click outside. Make sure you follow the steps. We don't have time to romance on procedures. Click on anywhere outside the two tables. Just click anywhere outside. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
after doing that, You come to data, and then you click on new query. Click on new query. Don't know whether you are seeing my screen. Let me increase the font so that you can see. You can see it very clearly.
Okay, good. New query.
Beautiful. So now you can see my screen very big now.
Let me
Data
see.
tab. Data tab. Click on data tab. Then you come to, oh, it's even too big. You see new query. Look at new query here. Click on the drop down. Then you see from file. From file is the first one. You scroll down to from folder. From file, scroll down to from folder. You click on that. All right. So it opens the folder dialog box. And then the next thing you do is to click on browse to go to where your folders, I mean your files are. Those files that you have, I don't know where you kept them, but mine is on my desktop. And then my desktop, this is the file. I double click on it, and now I click on start. There's a start folder inside the EDAs. There's a start folder. I click on start folder, and I click on OK. Coming back to the dialog box, I click on OK again. Now, the three files that are in the folder will appear, as you can see on my screen. The next thing I want us to do as they have appeared is for me to click on Edit. Click on Edit, and it will take me straight into Power Query Editor. Remember, we came here a few minutes ago, and then we saw one of those things as regards Power Query Editor, right? Okay. So the next thing is for us to continue. We don't want all this. As you can, these are the names. Each file, we have three files in that folder, and then these are their file names. This is their extension, the date, modified, created, this, that, that. So I don't really need any of this information. What I need is just this, the data that are in those files. So what I'll do now, I'll first change the file name. I'll first change the name here from start. I'll give it small f and cells, f cells, small f and capital S. I'm giving it a name. I want to name this file that are here. Then number two, okay, they say already existed. Okay, let me put one there so that it will remove the, not duplicate what we have. Okay, so I will just click on here. I'll click on the content. Are you following me, Fatima?
Yes.
I'll click on the content column. I'll right click on it again, and I'll tell it remove other columns. Tap. It has removed other columns. As you can see, there's no other columns again, right? Beautiful. Now, still on this content, there is an icon in front of it, which is called Combine Files. I want to combine the three files together so we can work everything together and have a desired result. So I'll just click on Combine Files, and then query is doing its work, evaluating the query, and then it's telling me oh, is this the file you're looking at? I say, yes. And then it's showing me the first 200 rows. I say, okay, I'm okay with that. And then I'll click on okay. Don't yawn, don't yawn.
Oh, good. What did you have here?
Now there's a challenge. I
Okay.
need to start. The challenge is that it's overlapping what I've done before. So let me
Okay.
let me close it completely and start again from beginning.
Okay.
Okay, I brought in my data again. Let me zoom
Mm,
out so you can see.
it's okay.
Very simple. All right, product ID is here. Okay, so everything is there. So what I did was to make sure that both of them carries my name. Okay, the table names are there. Sweet. All right, I click. I just place my cursor anywhere, and then come straight to data. Come to new query from file, from folder, from folder straight to browse. I kept it on the desktop. This is the folder, and then I double click on start folder and then click on OK. Very simple. It displays the files, different files that are found in that start folder. And I say, okay, let's go straight to edit. Straight to edit. All right, so edit now take me straight into Power Query Editor. And then I said, okay, I only need these files. All the files are here. Why these are the attributes? These are just the names and the extensions that are there. We don't need them. We only need this content. So I will right click on the content and tell it remove other columns. Now, before I go further, I need to give my table a table name, and the table name here at this name properties is called F cells. Very simple. I've given that name. All right. So after that, here there is what we call combine content. In front of the content, there's two arrows showing combined files. Just click on it, tap, it will open a small combined dialog box for you. And then once you see that this is what you have, just click on OK. Immediately, it will launch an editor for you. As you could see, the editor here is launched for us. So the
Mm,
next thing, as we are here in our Power Query Editor, okay. So normally, we have a lot of font here. As you can see, here are the queries, and here are the apply steps. This is the name, this is the formula bar, the transform, add column, view, etc. Now let's do a very quick analysis. As you can see, the date is a short date, which is correct. The product ID is in numbers, which you can see is very correct. Sales rep, they are in numbers, is also showing numbers. Unit is in numbers, is showing numbers. So everything is absolutely correct. So when once everything is correct, you can scroll down to your last if you want to, but everything has been appended together. If you look down at your status bar, you find out we have 606 rows and 4 columns. Your status bar is telling you that information. So everything is okay.
Yeah.
So what I will do here, I will come down to close and load, and I will choose close and load to. Close and load to. Now the dialog box will appear for me. Close and load to. Instead of saying table, remember we did table before, I'll say no, put it on connection, create only connection for me. And then I'll activate, add this to data model. Add this to data model. What did I do? Create connection for me, and now click add this to data model, and then I'll click on load. Instantly, it is added. Our side pan will just appear, and then this is the file that has been added to data model, right? That has been added here to data model. As simple as ABC. Very, very simple. Doesn't take time. Doesn't take time. All right. So now what I want us to do now is to pick up this, to also add these two tables to data model as the same way. Very simple. Very simple. Click on, just keep your active cell on the first table, on the product table. Oh yeah, see my product too. W, let me remove. All right, just keep your active cell on the product table. The same process is data tab or data menu. We come to from table. Immediately it has identified the table that I'm looking for, which is the product table, and then brought it straight to Power Query Editor immediately. And now everything is being actualized. The type of data here is correct. Here is correct. This one is correct. This one is correct. And the next thing I want to do, just to close and load to the same processes, create connection for me, and add this to data model. Why we're adding this to data model is because we will soon work on creating measures, relationships, and DAX expressions, right? So that's why we're adding it to data model. So just click on load. As you can see at this left-hand side, it has been loaded already. It's loaded already. So the same thing, I'll just keep my active cell in this second data, the table, sales table, the same way data, get it from table, immediately that's pick it, brought it to query editor, and now check everything is okay by me. The next thing is close and load to create connection, add to data model, and load.
Okay.
So now that everything is loaded, the next thing we want to do is to go to our Power Pivot. Power Pivot, the one we did to get it, displayed on our menu bar. Power Pivot, very simple. And then we now click on Data Model Management. Manage data model. Just click on that, tap. It will display his own preview wizard or screen, as you can see now. Wow. Let me increase a little. So this is a screen for a data model, and then you agree with me that the data are already here. We have the F cells here. If you look below here, there's F cells here. There is a product table that we just import, and then there is sales rep table that we import here. All right, so I want us to do another thing. From these F cells, I want us to extract these dates and also give it a date table. I want us to extract these dates and create a date table as well. How can that be done? Very simple. Select the date, and then come to design, date table, click on new.
Okay.
As you can see, the Power Pivot is rearranging it for me. It's taking its time to adjust. It's telling me updating, calculating, finishing, and done. Oh, it's still on finishing. It's still on finishing. Updating, calculating, finishing, and oh, it's still calculating. You see, it's taking long. It's taking some time to get everything done and perfectly. I hope it's done now. All right, it's done. It's done. All right. So at this point, I can now name it. Okay, instead of calendar, let me give it a name. The name should be just dates. The name is dates there. Or if you want it to have the conventional name, we just put small letter D for date ahead. So we'll now give it date. All right. So as you can see, we have our 4 tables now, and then this one has date. This is just strictly for dates and all that. So, but at this point, we have a full date. We have the year split out, the number, month number, which is January, and then the month itself is here, and then we now have year and month, day of the week, and day of the week, day of week numbers, etc., etc. But however, at this point, we want to create a relationship. It has reached the time to create relationship.
Okay.
Yes. There's relationship in Power BI, and then there's relationship in Excel. So where we do create relationship in Excel is on this platform, data model, Power Pivot form. I mean, window. This is where we create a relationship. Very simple. How can this be done? Just go to home and then click on diagram view. Just tap on it. It will display all the tables you have, all the tables that are there, to display them just the way you can see. As you can see, we have the tables here, right? Now we have the F cells. This is the Oga Pata Pata of them all. We have the F cells. So let us arrange the table according to their requirement. Now, before relationship is done, even in real life, before you can actually like somebody, there must be something that both of you agree together. So it's the same thing here. Before a relationship is actualized, then what one of the products here, one of the item here must be found in the next table before we can create relationship. You get, one of the item must be found in both tables before a relationship is created. Okay, let me just bring this down. Let this one be up. Let this one be down. All right. What I did to bring it down and up is just click and drag. Just keep your mouse anywhere. Click and drag. You can take it anywhere and bring it anywhere. I know this thing is looking at film tricks in your eye, but just be enjoying it. You get to do it by yourself. You get to do it by yourself. All right. Very simple. Product ID is here. Just click on product ID, drag it out, keep dragging it until you touch product ID in F cells.
Okay.
Yes. Product ID, as you can see, we have one in front of product ID, but we have star in front of F cells, which means that star means multi, many. The star means many,
Okay.
right? What does that mean? There are unique values of product ID here in his product table, but there are a lot of those values, multiple values of product ID in this F cells table. So the connectivity will understand itself by marrying each other on that platform. So you can see this green line as well. The connection has been made. As simple as that. Yes, the connection has been made. Another important about connection is that as this connection is being made, since this table have other information and this table does not have this information, because of this connection, this table can benefit, can access this information in this second table. I don't know if you get that point. Any of this table that each of them does not have, right?
Okay.
Does not have units. Because of this connection, product can access unit. Since F cells do
Okay.
not have cost and price, because of this connection, F cells can access price and cost.
Okay.
It doesn't have it. So that is the meaning. That is the benefit of relationship. Just like if if you have a boyfriend now and your boyfriend comes to your house, anything in your house, the guy can access it and enjoy it. If you also come to your boyfriend's house, anything in his house, the guy can you can access it and enjoy it. So that is the understanding, right? So the same thing, there is a date here. Click on the date, drag it to dates on the F cells, and then connection is built up. There is
Okay.
sales rep ID and there's also sales rep ID here. Click on the sales rep ID, drag it on this sales rep ID. The connection is built. Now
Okay.
it doesn't matter whether you drag from anybody to anybody. It doesn't matter. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. You can drag from anybody to anybody. You shouldn't be from any place to anywhere. You can drag from anywhere to anywhere, and the connection is being built. Also, because all of them are intertwined together, two or three of them has been being connected. Product ID can access any of this connectivity from anywhere because the connection
Okay.
is unified now. You can access any table from anywhere at any time. That is another thing. All right.
Okay.
So after this connection has been made, let's look at something. There is a formula called N of months. Let's look at how that works. N of months. Now I just click on data view. It was on diagram view before. I just needed to come back and we click on data view. And then let's calculate for end of month, so that we can now look at the the sales, the what happened at the end of each month, the profit at end of each month, the sales at end of each month. Very simple. End of month, enter. Once you press enter, what happened? Hey, this thing is taking much time. What happens here is that a new column is activated, is introduced, which is end of month, and then you can now calculate the end of month itself using the formula bar. Now there's a formula for end of month. There's a formula for end of month, and it's also known as end of month. So just type, or once you start typing end of it just appear. End of month, it will just appear. So you just tap, you click on it, and then it will say start date. So you just know that it is date is looking for. Tap on the date. You cover the brackets. No, 0. Start from month 0. That is the first month, and then you press enter. End of month, the date, you 0. If you put -1, it will start from December. But if you put 0, it will start from January.
Okay.
Right? So with that, you can do the formatting. There's a format here. Instead of giving you date and time, just tell it that just one date alone. Just date alone, I'm okay with it. And then it happens that way. However, we may not need these three columns: year and month, day of the week, and day of week number. We don't need it. Once you just select the 3 of them and you come to design, there's what we call delete. Just click on delete, and then those 3 will disappear. Now you now have your date table very clean and ready for measures. All right. Now let's come to F cells table, and let's see how to create. Let's see how to create a measure. Let's create a measure. Let's create a measure, and let's see how that works so that we can. We're now looking at DAX formulas and expressions. So let's see how we can create a measure. First of all, let's look at the total sales. Okay, these sales, there's no profit. Let's look at sales. Now, there are 2 ways to calculate sales, but I want to show you, or maybe I can still show you the 2 ways. But let me show you the formula ways first. The formula way. Let's start with the formula way. The first one is how to calculate total sales using DAX measures. It's very simple. You click outside. This is where my active cell is. Just click anywhere below the information there. You can drag this guy upward if you want to, or you can drag it backward. There's no big deal. Just click anywhere, and then once you start typing total, sales, it will be in dollar, and then you put a column. total sales in dollar, put a column there. After that, you now put your equal sign. Have in mind, we want to calculate total sales. Now you put your equal sign there. And after putting equal sign, the next thing you need to do is to do the summation of all the sales in all the months, all the days, everywhere. So instead of using sum, since it's going all through the months and the month and the days and everybody, we will not use ordinary sum. Instead, we'll use sum x. Sum x. Sum x is an iterable formula that it will go into every nook and cranny of the data set and calculate all the cells that are found under the table there. Sum x. So under that, you now tell it that what you need to look for is the F cells table. F cells table. Tap tap. And then F cells table. The next thing you should consider the related products. So we're using related formula. The cells considering the related product. So we're using related formula. Related products. And then let's put the products there. D product. Okay, there's even product here. D product of price. Right? Fatima, are you there?
Yes, I'm watching you. I'm following
All
you.
right. And then multiply it by the unit. Multiply, you know how to get multiply.
Yeah.
Multiply, yes, by the unit. Which unit? Unit from where? F cells unit. F cells unit. Tap, tap, and then you press enter. You allow it to do the calculation, and then it will bring out the answer. As you can see, good. It has brought out the answer. Let me see if I can expand this so that you can see the answer that he brought out. Okay, so this is the answer now. This is the total sales. If you right click on it, there is a little there's a format here. I now say numbers, put a comma, activate comma separator of thousands, 2 decimal place, and click on enter. It will just display it accordingly. All right. Now the value here is 1.471139.80. Now this is the formula aspect of calculating it, right? Of which this is also the preferred pattern of calculating it. But let me still show you the second way of calculating it. Another way of calculating it, but we are doing it step by step on this way. First of all, the first step is to create a new column. A new column. Let's call this line cells.
Okay.
Yes, this is the second method of doing that. Press enter. And once you press enter, oh, okay, it's not done. It's not done. Let it finish. Okay. Okay. So that's finished now. Once you press enter, the formula bar is already activated for your use. What you will now do, you now start with the related formula. Double click on it to appear there, and then you now say the product of price the product of price, you cover the open bracket times F cells times F cells units. Then you press enter. This is another step of doing it. We just did first set of the formula, so it's calculating for us the related products and their units, multiply it for us first, so that we now know how much values do we have there. And then, as you can see, it has given us the value already there. So the next thing is for us to now do the second phase of the formula. The second phase of the formula, now you just select a new place here, or let me even select this side. Let me select here, so it will not look the same. Just select here, and then on the formula bar, just click there and write total cells, and then let's give it a dollar sign. Total cells dollar. You put your column, then you put your equal sign, and since this has already been calculated, the line cells has already been calculated. So what you just do is to just sum, normal sum. You sum everybody up. So you will not be using sum x. Do normal sum. Sum of what? Let me click on it. Tap tap. Sum of what? Sum of line cells. So where is the line cells located? It's on F cells table. F cells table, and look at it here. Line cells. Sum of line cells. And then you press enter. Have you seen this type?
I'm seeing it.
Okay. All right. So it is done now. It has done. Let me expand it so that you can see. And then the same value. Just right click here. Format. Take it to number. Your 1,000. Click on OK. All right. If you can agree with me, the both values are the same. The both values are the same.
Yeah.
All right. So those are the two ways of getting the same value. But this one is the preferred way. This is not actually, but this one looks simple to you because it has step by step. This one looks kind of, but those are the ways of how this thing could be done. And these are called measures, right? And it's called DAX formula. Very simple. I'm being notified that our time. You come to home here and click on pivot table. Let's launch back to our pivot table.
Okay.
And now it's asking us, where do you want us to put the pivot table? I'm looking at, maybe we should go to a new sheet. Let's say new sheet. Let's click on new sheet. All right. So we are now in our new sheet on pivot table. Now, these are tables. As you can see, if you can see my screen very well, these are tables. D product is a table. D sales rep is a table. So they won't work. What works will be measures. As you can see, we have measures here. FX are measures. The difference between measures, I look at measures and look at tables. Look at measures, I look at tables. Measures can be previewed, while tables cannot be previewed on a pivot chart. Right? Are you following me there?
Hello?
Are you following me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So very simple. What we'll do now is just to pick up the total sales into values, and then perhaps you can now look for maybe products ID into rows. Okay, no, let's look for something tangible. No, this one I know that you know how to do this one very well. Let's put product into rows. Yes, so from here we can now do pivot our pivot table, just as we have been doing it as the case may be. So these are these we have come to our pivot table. So with now you have seen how we created measures, and then we have worked on pivots, even data model manage. We have managed our data model, and you know the reason why we put some of the information on the data model instead of displaying them on the spreadsheet. And with the data model, we were able to detect and do some relationship, as the case may be. Now there's KPIs. You can do your KPIs very soon. These are things that you can learn to add to the information you have for your finalized Excel analysis, right? So we have other things. You can do your normal chart. You can bring your dates as regards to months, right? Date hierarchy. You can put your date hierarchy, and then it will show you month by month on how the profit or the sales was actualized. Uh, we can also, I don't know if you can create profit from sales. Do you have unit price? Or there's no unit price? As if we have unit price, we can actually, okay, there is costs. Let's look at product and cost. Let me copy this pivot chart and paste. Let's do another preview. Product and costs. Where did I see costs? Okay, this is not cost value. This is just numbers. You can see with me that this is not the cost
Yes.
price. It's just ordinary numbers. So
Okay.
there's price here now. Let me look at price. Some of price is still, well, okay. What we're looking at is that we can check the profit, and then we now get our profit displayed, as the case may be. With that, we can even continue there. We'll go and check if this is actual cost and if this is the actual price. We can now design a way of, we can now create a measure for price. You know, we create a measure for sales. We create this for sales. So we can create a measure for price, total price, total profit, and total cost, etc., etc. And then we display them, and then someone can easily know what is the total price, what is your total profit, what is this, what is that, in a glance. So all these and others is what Power Pivot or Power Query can give unto us, even in Microsoft Excel. I know you have a lot of questions, but you need to go through these processes from beginning to the end before you can start asking questions when they are difficulties. Normally, you can insert you click on analyze, you will see some of what you could use to represent your data, as the case may be. All right. So at this juncture, if I want to ask you, do you have any question? You say no, you have not. Do you have any question? Let me able ask.
For now,
For now, no. Okay.
no, but definitely I'll have.
Yeah, there'll be question later on. And then when you come for physical class tomorrow, we'll start afresh from this guy from beginning to the end physically. And then we'll see step by
Okay.
step and even more other things that have not been touched. So from there, we'll now launch in the night of tomorrow. We'll just launch Power BI. So one of the things I'll check is the capacity of your system to run Power BI, and you must get it installed in the physical class before going home, so that we get ready for Power BI in the night. Right?
Okay.
We'll see all those
That's
things by tomorrow. Then, if your
that's fine.
system will not be able to handle Power BI, then we'll know what to do. Maybe you'll be listening to the lectures by faith, or you come to physical class and but come to my office, and then we'll use my laptop or my desktop for the same class.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, and then we'll continue
Thank
from
you
here tomorrow.
so much. Thank you so much. At least the network was a bit better today.
You see, so um, review. All right, I'll soon. Well, once I'm done, I'll forward the video to you, the video link to you, so
Okay. Okay.
you can continue from there. Have a nice
Okay.
night. We'll
Thank you.
continue.
You too.
Good night.
Thank you so much.